You're in the middle of a great discovery call with your potential client, and suddenly there's a shift in energy because it's time to share your offer, and that brings up all kinds of emotions in you. Hesitation, self-doubt, questioning. Sound familiar? Well, if this resonates with you, you are far from being alone. I talk to clients all day long who struggle with that part of the sales conversation. Today we're going to talk about 3 of the culprits that may be getting in your way during your offer presentation, during your sales call, and what you can do to start talking about your offer with a whole lot more confidence. My name is Jessie, and I help online coaches, consultants, and small business owners convert more new clients through having very effective sales conversations. If you're looking to grow your business in an authentic and heartfelt way, this is the place for you. I'm all about non-pushy sales methods that can really help you enjoy the sales process in a way that's in alignment with you and your business values, yet is wildly effective in signing up new clients. Imagine doubling or tripling your sales conversions and what that would mean to you. These proven methods have been used over thousands of sales conversations and have changed people's businesses and lives. So we're glad you're here to join us. If you're new to the channel, I want to invite you to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I upload new videos. And if you're a returning visitor, then thank you for joining me. I trust this video will give you a fresh perspective that you can immediately apply to your business. So why is talking about your offer so hard, so awkward, and so scary? What is it about that transition from learning about your potential client to presenting how you can help them? Something that gets people shaking in their shoes a bit. Well, there's 3 things that may be impacting you that I want to talk about. So grab a piece of paper and a pen so you can take a few notes. Okay, number 1 is that your offer is your baby, right? Think about it. You've likely spent years of hard work, sweat, money, walking the path of learning to bring what you've packaged up for your clients, right? Your offer is personal. Your offer likely represents a huge journey that you've personally been on in some form or fashion, that through years of education or experience, you've done this path personally. So when the shift happens from transitioning from learning about your client to presenting your offer as a solution, it feels very vulnerable. You know your client will be looking at your offer with a discerning eye, looking at the details of what you've put together to assess if they think it's a good fit for them. Even if you know it would be a great fit for them, your client will still be poking holes into it to make sure it's a good match. Just as any consumer evaluates what they purchase, your client's going to do the same thing. They want to really understand what they would be purchasing. That assessment of your offer feels very vulnerable, feels like risking a personal rejection of yourself, because what you've built means so much to you. You want your clients to find it as meaningful as you do. So to make this easier for you, I ask you to think about this from your client's perspective. Think about your behaviors as a consumer. Would you ask a lot of questions? Would you be initially skeptical of something you didn't know much about? They're not seeing your offer through your eyes, right? So it's not a personal thing for them until after they've invested themselves with you and become a client. So as much as you can detach yourself from your offer and their assessment of it, it's not a personal judgment of you. You want to create that space between you and your offer. Okay, number 2 is that it's hard to talk about and ask for their money. I hear this one a lot. So many of my clients find the conversation of asking for someone to pay for their product, course, or offer is hard. And it's even more so when it's a high ticket offer. This is such a mindset issue, often going back to how we were brought up and the values our family shared with us around money. Like you shouldn't make money for something that you enjoy doing, possibly. Or maybe you grew up in a family that just didn't really even talk about money at all, or where money was used as a control vehicle, or money was bad or evil. All of these things create a mindset around money that makes it hard to talk about and not easy to ask for in exchange for your offer. So how do you overcome these years of conditioning? Well, that takes some intentional focus and awareness of the patterns in your life. But I will share with you one easy way to start shifting your thinking. Think about what you've recently spent money on. Me, I just had to get some new brakes on my car. Did I really want to spend money for brakes? No, not really. But what's the other choice? Have an unsafe car for me and others? That's not a choice. So I traded money for something that I valued more, safety and peace of mind. Every day we trade money for other things that we value more. We trade money for food, which is nourishment and entertainment. We trade money for our homes, which provide us with shelter and safety. We trade money for our hobbies, which provide us with fulfillment, entertainment, and joy. So can you imagine that your potential clients would be willing to trade money for something that they have a need for, that they've been looking for a solution for in their life? Of course they would. We enjoy trading money for things that make us feel better, for things that help us live a life of purpose, for things that put ease in our life, help us ease pain potentially, and help us grow and succeed. Just spend a few minutes watching the commercials during your favorite TV shows, and you'll see evidence all around you of what people trade their money for and the deeper meanings behind why they find it important to have those things in their life. These drivers are often tied to status, self-improvement, becoming more successful, safety and security for ourselves and our loved ones, and having fulfilling relationships. So keep this in mind when you're talking about your offer, because your offer provides one of these solutions to your potential client. Okay, number 3, you have not appropriately considered the real value of your offer to your potential client. What do I mean by this? Well, it's really tied to the mindset issues we just discussed. Sometimes we're so close to the situation, it's hard to see it clearly. But if you want to speak with confidence and conviction about your offer, you do need to step back a bit and look at it objectively. Think about your ideal client. Picture them in your head. What would they pay if they could press a button and immediately they would be living the end result that they're seeking? Think about a health and fitness coach's ideal client, right? Someone who wants to grow strong and fit so they can play soccer with their kids or take a hiking journey that's been on their bucket list. This person may have tried to DIY it on their own, but that's hard for most people. They try. It's hard to stay accountable to yourself. It's hard to take that journey on your own. So what would it be worth to them to hit a button and suddenly be that strong, fit person that they envisioned in their head? It would probably be worth a lot. Now, your solution's not an instant delivery of the result, most likely, right? But you probably deliver the results faster for the client than they would on their own. You can deliver that accountability as well. You can deliver peace of mind because you've served others successfully. And you may be able to save them money from buying all kinds of equipment and training that hasn't worked for them so far. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm outlining real practical things that your offer delivers to your clients specifically. I want you to do the same thing. Get that piece of paper and a pen and start writing down specifically how you help people. Consumers are typically wanting to save themselves time, save themselves money, and gain peace of mind and help themselves make money if possible, right? These are all solid, logical deliverables that you confidently provide to your clients should they choose to work with you. Then really think about what you're charging now and how does that equate to the value of the end result you provide to your clients. Don't undervalue yourself here, but find a price that would be irresistible to your clients for the results that they're looking for. And when you have this list of deliverables, tape it up by your computer so that you can see it during your sales call. This exercise will give you objective clarity around your offer so that you can talk about it with real confidence and conviction. Now, just because you have clarity on this doesn't mean that everyone you talk to will be ready, willing, and able to buy from you. So keep in mind that there needs to be a desire on your client's part too to actually step forward and make this change for themselves. That can be scary and overwhelming for some people to commit to. So these 3 steps can help you speak to your offer with much more confidence, but you also need to pay attention to where the client is on their journey so you can understand if their timing is right now for them as well. Now, of course, you can choose to continue on your calls as you have been, hoping that it will just get easier to talk about your offer. But these 3 steps, disconnecting yourself from any vulnerability that you feel talking about your offer, it's not personal, remember? Recognizing how we trade money all day, every day for things we value and want in our life. So it's okay to ask for money for your offer. And 3, really reflect on the absolute value you bring to your clients relative to the price you're charging. These 3 things help you shift your thinking around talking about your offer so that you can approach it from an entirely new perspective and with the conviction you should. And that ultimately helps you enroll more new clients. It's your choice, but I like the path of more new clients personally. If you like what you're hearing, I've dropped some free resources in the links below, like notifications of our next free live training workshops, a free sales objection handling checklist, and a link to book a clarity call with me if you're looking for more immediate feedback on your business. My goal is to help more small business owners reach all new levels of success by simply helping them convert more new clients on the sales calls they're already having. Simple and easy as that. And I thank you for watching, subscribing to this channel, hitting the bell notifications, and giving us some love and sharing this content with friends. From here, I look forward to seeing you next week with more sales tips to help keep you out of that pushy and pressure-filled sales zone, yet still signing up more and more new clients each and every day. Have a great week, my friends.